So today's video, we've got a cool little boxing workout variation for you. It's called the punch, pause, and move variation.
We help personal trainers grow their business.
G'day guys, Travis and Jono here from Fitness Education Online with another workout for the week. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and stay tuned for more.
So the drill's broken down into 3 minutes, 3 distinct parts. Starts off really easy and then each minute gets a little bit more difficult. The first minute is the 2 to 10s with a move after each one, which is going to look like this. 2, 4, 6. And then we'd move up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You just keep moving your way up. The important part is to move after each punch. Couple of reasons why we like it. A, it's just fun to move.
Yeah.
You could do that on the spot, but it's a little more boring, right? If you can move with it, it's a little bit more fun. And also, like, it just breaks the punches up as well. Instead of just doing 100 punches straight, you probably do more than 100 punches, but it's more fun because it's breaking it up. What is important here is that you do keep the space small. When I've done this drill before, when I started doing it, I did it the length of a basketball court. And you had a couple groups down this end, a couple groups down there, a couple groups in the middle. It was too hard for me to keep an eye on things. So what's important is you just do a small sort of area, and it doesn't need to be a big step either. We don't need to go 2. I don't need to move all the way down here. A little step is fine.
If you're the pad holder, you want to make sure it's clear when you're expecting to be punched. So the big thing that I like to do as a pad holder is your pads are up. That's when you punch, pads are down. So you close your pads, open your pads. You know, so because you don't obviously want to have the pad holder here, 1, 2, and then and get that confusion happening. You want it nice and clear, so it's 1, 2, close it, takes your step, puts them up, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, sorry.
And you punch him in the face. Yeah, so that's one of the important things, obviously, just to make sure you're teaching your pad holders that sort of technique as well.
So the second component of the drill is very similar, but now instead of moving in the 2 to 10 format, you can yell out whatever number of punch you want. So it might look something like this: 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 2, 20. And so forth, so forth. So the drill is exactly the same. The reason is exactly the same. The reason why you throw the random number in just makes it a bit more fun.
A little bit more variety for the pad holder as well.
Yeah, instead of just getting bored and being robotic, the pad holder has to think a bit, the boxer has to think a bit, can have some fun with them, and it works both ways. If you're a more advanced boxer, you'll probably enjoy that more.
Yeah.
Because you sort of have to think a bit more. If someone's starting off, that might get a bit confusing for them, but the pad holder can cater for that. Yeah. The pad holder might realize, okay, Travis is getting confused, so I'm just going to simplify it to 2s or 10s or whatever it may be.
Also on top of that, as a boxer, the way you throw a 2 is probably going to be very different to how you throw a 10. So if Jono calls 2, and I know it's a 2, it might be something, might be a lot harder, a lot more power, but if he says 10, it's going to be more, it's more, speed and just trying to get through the repetitions.
The third part is the same as the second part, but we're just adding a run in there now. So I'm still going to yell out a random number. I might call 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the boxer runs, I hold the squat. Boxer comes back, 2. 2. Etc, etc. So exactly the same as the second drill, but you're just adding the run in there. Just makes it a little bit more fun, varies it up a bit because we have been doing a lot of punching. Yep. This just adds that run in there to break it up. The other advantage to that there as well is you can really play around with the numbers a lot more. So say if I'm just calling 2 all the time,
there's a lot of shuttle runs.
Travis is basically doing a sprint, okay? Or I can go the other way and be like, all right, I'll just call high punches, or I can vary it and be like, all right, I'll get him to do a few sprints. All right, now I'll call a 10 or a 20 or something. All right, now I'll get him to do a few sprints. So it's really fun for the pad holder.
If you've got more advanced groups, you can start playing around with these sort of formats as well. So you can start changing the directions of the way you're stepping as the pad holder. So that's probably the next sort of variation, provided you've got the space and you've got the group as well. So for instance, Jono might go, call it, 2. And he might walk forward
4.
and he puts his hands up.
2.
And so you can see with that sort of variation, as the pad holder, he can walk forwards or he could walk backwards. Again, it depends on the your group as well. You can also do like a circular pattern.
2, 4, 6.
All right, and he could go backwards and forwards. And again, it just varies it up for the boxer. But again, you need to make sure, especially when you're not just moving backwards, that the pad holding is tidy, because the last thing you want is a pad holder, moving to the other side and not expecting to get punched and the boxer punching them, all right? So that's one way you could vary it up with the directions. And the other thing you could do is you can make it a combination as well. So all these drills, you can play around with them, right? So the combination could be something simple like a left, right, duck, uppercut. And Jono calls how many times we're gonna do that. So he might say twice.
2.
And then he moves. And then this time he
3.
might say 3. So. So you can see with these variations, it caters for a more advanced group as well. And you can play around with the combinations. It might just be a left, left, right. You can play around with it. It's endless. All right, guys, that's it for today's workout. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like the video. Also, if you love what we do, jump over to our Facebook group and we share plenty of content there too. And if you want to have a look at our full courses, the link's in our description to our website.